out. If you got a body, then you better not go out.
Hey, everybody.
What's going on?
I'm Neal. This is Neal. So we
Get it up. You got it?
I know.
Uh-oh.
I know. I'm
Uh-oh.
just okay. So the last time we recorded, it was right before the Cowboys were going to play the 49ers.
Yes.
They
Yeah,
beat
that
the
was
shit out of them.
No, well, that was not good. Not
But-
good at all.
We're recording today,
Yes.
and they just beat the shit out of the Rams.
Fuck.
Bad.
Yes.
But I don't know what team. I don't know what the identity is of this team yet. Like our defense is sometimes
I say
amazing looking.
it depends on how well the other team like it plays. Because if they have injuries or something like that, the Cowboys are like, oh yeah, we think we can beat them. But if they're a good team that doesn't have any injuries or doesn't have a reason to play bad, it's like they just fall apart. They're just like, we're gonna lose this, and they just don't do shit.
I mean, I guess you can say that because Stafford.
Because I think they had somebody hurt on their O line.
Well, his
Kyron
thumb.
Williams is out,
Yeah.
and so
Kyron Williams was out. I forgot to, but I mean Stafford. They
or
pulled
Kyrian
him.
Williams. I don't know how to pronounce his name.
I said Kareem. I thought it was
Okay.
Kareem, but
I could have said it wrong.
don't ask me if it is correct. I will gladly be. What is it? Properly correct me. I don't want to be incorrect.
You don't want to be confidently incorrect.
No.
Why not, Neal?
No, 'cause
that
it's-
is in the DNA of your people, Neal. The amount, the amount of people that the white people that have been confidently just completely off about stuff is amazing.
Yeah, it took a long time to wash that off because I know what it does. I understand. I understand what it. Why are you laughing?
Why are you denying your history, Neal? You be proud of your history,
because
Neal.
I get it. Because I can do it.
White pride, Neal.
Oh, hold on. Whoa. Because I think I accidentally did something that looked very similar to.
Did you?
Somebody pointed it out to me. They were like, "Hey, what was this about?" And I was like, "No."
What are you talking about?
It was a very. It doesn't matter. Like
You just did like a weird little salute where you just kind of raise your
It
hand.
might
You're
have-
like,
it might.
hey,
It
how
might
you
have been.
doing?
It might have been, but no. That it's the. No, his name's Kyrene. Are you
Okay.
sure? Yeah, yeah, I'm sure. It's Kyrene.
Okay.
That's what you're. No. That's what
Oh.
you're saying. But it's like, I'm smart enough to know. It's like, yeah, his name is Kyrene. And then especially if I'm questioned by a person of color who goes, "Are you sure?" I'm gonna go, "Nope."
That's what I've been saying, and nobody's corrected me. So
Right. And then if they're like, "It's Keyrin," I'd be like, "You know what? That does sound right."
oh, that's like what's his name, Deontay Foreman.
He didn't.
And
He
so
told.
I guarantee you the amount of people that called him Dante had to for years.
yeah.
For years, I guarantee you this man was called Dante
Yeah.
by so many people.
Who is the? It's the running back for the Dolphins.
Oh, Devon Achane, where people
Achane,
just call him
but-
Achane, like his entire football career, and then he
Yeah.
has one giant game. He's like, you know what? I'm gonna pull a Hassan Minhaj moment. You remember when he
who's-
corrected
who's-
Ellen?
Oh yeah.
He
Well,
just-
see, I saw it on Pat McAfee. I was like, I agreed with the Pat McAfee show. They were like, "That's a dope name, A-Chain, A-Chain."
yes, that is
And then you to correct them and be like, "No, it's A-Chain." I'm like, "Well, that doesn't sound as cool."
It doesn't.
You roll with A-Chain.
yeah, and he just has a giant chain with the letter A.
Exactly. Man, can't fuck up my name. Actually, you can. Do you get your name fucked up? Not your last name. I'm talking about
the
Neal.
spelling?
No.
Or just-
Just like people mispronouncing it.
I've gotten a lot of Neos for some fucking reason.
Neos?
Yeah, I don't know if I'm mumbling my name or what.
No,
but
I'm
the
talking
amount
about-
of people I've
yeah.
talked to, I tell them my name and they think my name is legit Neo, and I'm just like, no, I'm not a singer and I'm not the one. So,
Well, but in retrospect, I mean, I don't know a lot of. You're the only black Neal I've ever met.
shit, all the other Neils that I do know have been white.
Well, it's
Well, hold on, no, that's his last name. I was about to say there's Jeff Neal, but Jeff's last name is Neal. So
Well, if I remember correctly, I mean like that in NEIL, whichever version I believe is from it's Gaelic. It's from Ireland, Scotland, I think.
Okay.
Which I'm just saying. No. I'm asking the wrong person.
Yeah, I was like,
I
how
believe
do I
so.
know?
I believe it came from a Gaelic king from like I don't know. Google it.
I mean,
David.
I can see like some Irish dude being like, "Fuck the O'Neills" or some shit.
Right, but I'm saying like, has anybody ever just
I mean, you got O'Connell's, O'Neill. That makes sense.
yeah? But like they hear you, and they either just completely misspell it, or I've had somebody. I was at the gym. And, you know, you scan your badge, and she goes, Nile? And I said, I am not a river in Egypt. What? She goes, how do you say it? It's Neal.
You know what? Boo boo. It's okay. She's dyslexic. She switched the E and the I, and she read it as Neal.
I
guarantee.
guarantee.
I was like, it's okay. It's not her fault, Neal.
And then people spell it wrong all the time. They'll spell my name Niel.
What the fuck kind of dumbass?
They don't
Like,
do that with yours at all?
So I get how they fuck up mine. When they
Why?
spell mine, they just go Neil. And I was like, no, it's actually with an
but
A.
they're
And that makes sense.
But they're still spelling it correctly. Like people will spell it Niel.
Like
all
that
the
to
time.
me is insane. Like you got to be so checked out to spell Neal Niel.
Well, isn't it I before E except after C? So technically, my name is wrong.
But it's what? You literally broke my brain for a second. When
Did
you
I
was
just
like,
send you back to elementary school?
Wait.
Yeah, I sent you back to elementary school. You were like, God damn. I remember Miss Patterson had that fat old booty. Did you remember? Speaking of that, what was the? We saw that post about the art teacher from New Jersey or something like that.
Oh my God! Yes.
Some poor art teacher, some poor woman up there, who is just she's so beautiful and just so curvy.
Yeah. Yes.
And she's so curvy that I think this is like the second or third time that this has happened to her.
Mm-hmm.
Teachers think that her curves are too distracting for the children and she should get fired.
I guarantee you she's not the only, because you got too many dads showing up and be like, who's my teacher? Hey, is there a way I can get my kid to change classes to her class?
I want my kid 100% dedicated to art. Get in that classroom.
Oh, hold on. Let me see if I can find a picture for the viewers.
Oh, of the teacher.
Yes.
Just look up.
Oh, I found it.
Yeah, New Jersey art teacher. She's
Was it
in
New
her-
Jersey or was it Arkansas? Because this is the
Let's show-
picture
let
I
me see.
came up with. Was this one?
That's her.
That's her,
But
right?
That says New Jersey right there.
Oh shit, my bad. I said Arkansas. And it immediately says New Jersey. But I'm just like, the amount of dads that started all of a sudden
she-
showing up at this elementary school, had to be insane.
Is she half black, half Latino?
Mm-hmm.
I
But-
mean, either way, I will fail.
So
I will
mean,
restart.
Those
school.
parent-teacher
No.
conferences are about to start getting a hell of a lot more attended.
But yeah, that's definitely it because I remember the backs. I mean, I remember.
You remember
the
what, Neal?
I remembered what pants she was. Oh, is this another one? Yeah,
Oh,
that is-
you remember this? The yellow top looked really good, and so that's
You know
what you
what?
remember.
Honestly, it was her hair. I remember her hair being in
The
the
bun,
bun.
the bun
Uh-huh,
looks
mhm.
very familiar.
Yeah, that's the bun.
Okay.
The buns definitely look familiar on it. I bet she has a hard time buying pants.
Man, well, hold on. This
Yeah.
this one thing I was talking to another friend of mine about this a while back that I've been noticing a lot in the news lately. Because I don't remember hearing about this near as much whenever we were kids or in high school.
Yeah.
But the amount of hot high school teachers that are banging these students now is insane. Like,
Yeah.
because, like, think about it. Every other week, there's some news story about some 24, 20, somewhere between 22 and 25-year-old hot, like, either middle school or high school teacher, like, having sex with some sort of male student. And I'm just like, what the shit?
Man, I had one that I wish. I mean, well, so she was broadcasting. I won't say her full name, but she knows who she is. But she was like fresh out of school, and then she worked for a news program for a while. So we were 4 or 5 years apart from this lady.
Oh wow.
It wasn't like a big gap.
Mm-hmm.
But man,
The amount
why
of
can't you be one of them teachers?
how many of those guys shot their shot?
She got hit on
daily.
a lot. Like she got
Daily.
hit on a lot.
Just
Yeah.
these like 16-year-old boys just walking
Yeah.
up, hey Miss, blah, 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 and just staring at her chest the entire
And
time.
there were some alleged cases of it from some of the coaches with some of the female students,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know if that ever really did happen. It was teased around, and it just nothing ever like legally.
Nothing legally happened,
No.
but you were like, there's a 70% chance this might be true.
Well, when you see the alleged people who you're talking about that doing it, and they're smiling in a certain way when they're looking at each other, I'm kind of like,
He just never got caught.
right. But we didn't have a lot of good looking teachers at our school. Like, it was.
It was slim pickings and Terrell.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of teachers like looking at on the cusp of retirement.
You know what? I think so. And if I remember correctly, I do not remember this lady's name. I can't remember if she was a teacher. I think she was, but this lady was like coughing up dust. Like she was old as shit. Like she was 70 something. And I want to say that if I remember, she got pushed down the stairs at the high school.
Shit.
Yeah.
She got pushed?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Like-
Who did she give a bad grade to?
She pissed off some people, and she was so the steps would go like you would. It was one of you'd walk in,
Mm-hmm.
and there was steps that went down to a certain floor with classrooms, and then up. So it was kind of like half floors.
Mm-hmm.
She was either going down one of them halves, and somebody knocked her ass down the step purposely.
That's
like,
fucked up.
shit
Fucked her up, didn't it?
Oh yeah, she was like had bad bruises everywhere because
God.
she just was old and didn't eat, didn't have a lot of muscle left, so it just broke.
Mm-hmm.
No, there was some.
I'm trying to think in 40. We had maybe 3 teachers that I know of that like guys were legit trying to like either drop a little hint or trying to holler.
No, we didn't. We had some substitute teachers that never fucking came
every
back.
school's got some hot subs.
But they never you never saw them again. You had your regulars.
Mm-hmm.
Like that would just, oh yeah, they always come in. They're like a regular. But then you'd have these girls that be, oh, well, I'm studying to be a teacher at such and such. And they'll drive all the way out to Terrell to go. And they'll be like, that's the last time they ever fucking went out there.
The amount of just teenage dick they gets thrown at them that day. You're like,
Yeah, no. And then, like, they got rid of our lockers. They completely got rid of lockers because it was like every other day they were coming up to the school because somebody had drugs in their locker.
Oh.
So they just
Hold on, were
made
they running drug dogs through your school daily or weekly?
Man, I don't know. But I just remember in high school there was like I seemed like it would be Terrell PD up there getting into somebody's locker and pulling it out. And they did it so many times that eventually I think the whole main school, the lockers, they just
took them out?
No, they kept them, but I think they just either changed all the locks or they took the locks out and had them just like
made to where you can't open them anymore.
right. And then the band students still had their band lockers.
Okay.
So I still had that, which was like I don't care. But I was like, damn.
I mean, that would happen at our school but they would only roll that drug dog through there like maybe once every couple of months. Because I remember only seeing the drug dogs a few times.
I don't remember ever seeing drug dogs. I just remember. I mean, of course, that's probably what happened. But like, stink bombs were a daily thing in the hallway at some point. And then the lockers were gone,
Mm-hmm.
and then bomb threats were
Really?
huge when I was in high school. And it always happened before a big test.
Of course.
And it was like, it happened pretty often. And then sometimes I was like, man, I just need, oh. And the alarm would go off, be like, all right, we need everybody out in the parking lot. I'm like, yes, I'm going to miss this period.
We had a few. We didn't have a ton. I'm trying to think. Though I will say I did shit in a few sinks.
What?
While I was in high school.
You shat in sinks? Why?
I don't remember why.
Were the stalls just, you were like, I got to go and I got to go now?
No, I think I was just being an asshole of a kid at the time.
Oh.
And so I was like, this will be funny and fucked up. And so, yeah.
And then you just kind of stuck your butt cheeks in between the sink faucet, turned it on, rinsed it off, and you're good to go.
No, I think so. I remember doing it in one of the high schools, there was a bathroom literally right next to the office. And so like the teachers or whatever if they had to go use the restroom or the principal had to go use the restroom, they would walk out and go to that restroom. And I remember somehow pulling off shitting in one of those sinks, and then I left there, like I think I dropped like 2 decent sized logs like in that sink, and then I left when I can't stay around and clean myself after this, so I had to run just shitty booty and all to the field house where I finished up shitting, cleaned myself up, and then went back to like working my office period or some shit.
That seemed like a lot of work to just take a shit in the sink. You had to do dirty booty all the way across to the field house and then get cleaned up and then go back.
Yes. Here's the thing though. You can't pull it all the way up because you don't want skid marks. So it's kind of half hanging there and you're walking kind of weird.
Did you waddle?
Huh?
You just waddled all the way to the.
Shimmy
shaked?
It's during class, so there's not really anybody in the halls, and so you just kind of make your way over there, hoping nobody sees you.
God dang, man! Don't go shitting in my sink. I never did anything like that, but we did drive out to a rival high school and desecrate it on their field.
Okay.
And then they kicked our ass that week in football, so it was fine. I mean, we thought about really fucking with the field because surprisingly, like,
it's just open.
Well, we were out there for a long time, and I just felt like nobody's come by. We really could have done way more. Yeah,
that's great.
But no, we didn't. We did. God, high school pranks. We did. Oof.
I remember one time.
I did one, but now thinking about it, it probably had some racial. I didn't do it, but I was there, and now that I think about it, I'm like,
I probably should have said something.
Huh?
Now you think about, I probably should have said something at the time.
Well, let's ask hypothetically.
Okay. I like hypotheticals, Neal.
So, in the town, there is a Latino fella who runs a restaurant with his last name on it.
Mm-hmm.
And he's an upper middle class, maybe a little bit higher than that person within the town. And, hypothetically.
Allegedly.
This guy is with some people who might have shoved some bean burritos in his mailbox.
Yeah, might have been. Oh
now,
my God!
Here's my thing: my thinking was, he
he
runs a Mexican restaurant.
I get where the thought of was that, but at the same, if that was done today, that would have been classified as some sort of hate crime. I mean, I get where your thought was, but then there's the extra layer, like, oh, I didn't think about that one too.
Yeah, I wouldn't go.
And I guarantee you, there were shitty. What, like Taco Bell?
They were
like an 80-cent bean burritos.
They were bean and cheese burritos, and we thought it would be funny. But I'm thinking, oh, ha ha ha, he runs a restaurant. No, I forgot my audience, who I was with.
Oh fuck. Oh shit.
So anyway,
hold on. Let me think. I got one though.
You got one what?
So
you got
just a
instance that you did.
Racial. I'm trying to think. Do I have any racial? I don't think so.
Well,
I remember my
I grew
parents
up in
talking me
Terrell.
out of what could have been a very racist costume at the time. And so I was like, and when she said it, when she broke it down to me, I was like, oh yeah, I see how that's terrible. I'm not going to do that. And so
I think when I was a kid, I did want to do MLK.
I think so.
But it was like at that age where you're just learning who MLK was, and like, oh, this guy sounds really great. What happened to him? And like, not as a kid, you're just
Yeah.
like, oh, Martin Luther King was a good person. What happened to him? He got shot in the head because he was, And then it's like you don't understand all of the other
yeah.
stuff about it. You're just like, oh, he's a good person. He fought for people's rights. That's as a young kid. Now you're like, no, you can't go as MLK, bro. You're white. You're white. Like you can't do that.
Oh yeah, I remember I saw some movie. I can't remember what it was, but it had like these like basically like cholo dudes from like L.A. whatever, and I was like, that's what I want to be for Halloween. I was like, I remember being like, I like this movie. I'm gonna go as one of those dudes. And I remember telling my mom at the time, and she's like, what the fuck, Neal? No. I was like, what are you talking about? There was these guys in this movie. This is how I wanted to. She was like, well, how would you like it if they did this, this, and this, and said they were a black person? I was like, good point. Not gonna do that.
I mean, if Jonah Hill and Channing Tatum could do it in 21 Jump Street,
That's
then,
true.
yeah, right.
That is true.
Here's the thing, though. You're getting away with that a lot easier than I am. So, because you could just be like, I can't eat now. You could just say, yeah, I'm Dominican.
Yeah. Oh, I could say
Right.
that. Yeah, I could get away with that. I could get away with that one.
Well, why do Mexicans got to dress a certain way? What's your mom trying to say?
Oh man. There's just another thing I wanted to bring up to you.
Oh,
because there's this
okay.
thing I've been noticing that Sandy showed me this one guy, and I was like, what the shit? And then it kind of fell
Showed
into
you
this,
one guy what? What showed you? Okay.
I got you. Let me. You're killing the build up, Neal.
Okay.
So she showed me this one thing, and then as I look more into it, I was like, this is a whole lane of Instagram influencers, and like it's these
Influencers?
oh, it's the
influencers?
male fitness thirst traps.
Oh,
All right.
man.
Oh, bro.
Is
Like,
it the gray pants people?
no?
Because I had to ask a lot about that. She was like,
"Oh, dude, it's worse. It's worse than
hold
the
on.
gray pants." Hold on. Let me pull it up real quick.
all right, wait, I'll just put it on my beautiful face then.
It's worse than the gray pants guys because it's like picture. Of course, my thing wants to act slow right now.
Yeah.
It's so there's these two guys. There's one. His name is like Mr. London. I think he's got like either an Instagram or a YouTube channel, and he'll do these workouts. And of course, he's fucking shirtless. And so, what the fuck is going on?
I don't know, man.
Like, why is this happening?
I
Hold
don't
on.
know.
Let's try this again.
Okay,
Like,
anyway, there's
so
two.
Mr. London, and he'll do these fucking shirtless workouts, but then he'll wear these short ass shorts. All right, and I guarantee you, this motherfucker is wearing no drawers on. Like he has no draw. So he's doing these fucking this black, and he's a black dude, and he's doing all these exercises, and shit is just flopping in his fucking shorts.
Oh, he's
Yes.
not doing the tight shorts.
Yes.
He's doing the floppy shorts.
No, he's got on like somewhat short, baggy shorts.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. But they're like his dong's flapping all over the place.
Oh yes.
Okay.
Oh yes. Hold on. Where is this? Like here. Look at this.
All right, hold on.
Hold on. Let me go back. Hold on. Let me pull it up. This right. What the fuck is going on? So he'll do he's just got his he'll wear these tight ass pants, and he'll do certain things. And I remember Sandy was showing me one where this guy was jumping around, and just what the fuck, bro? What the fuck?
Okay, he's clearly putting oil on too, right? Like these three
yes.
down
Hold
here,
on.
he
There's
looks.
an even better one. Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on, bro. Oh my god, there's another dude who's even worse. And if you go and look through this dude's comments, it's all women doing like drooling emojis.
Of course.
Like eggplant
I feel
emojis.
bad for his fiance because She
And
is
then there's
getting
this dude. This dude.
Jimmy Drew.
Oh man, this guy here. Hold on. Let's go to his reels. And every single one of his workouts, this motherfucker is jumping. Like, hold on.
Oh, come on, man.
It's it is like he's doing something. I remember she showed me one, and this dude was literally, hold on, where? Yes, this was it. This was it. Bro. What?
Dude, I can't see shit. All I see
You're
is
not
his
even looking.
dick flopping around. I don't know what he did. Whatever he was doing, though. Okay, play it one more time so that I can try to see what he's doing. I don't know what he's doing.
He's dragging
I
your
don't know
attention
what
away
exer-
from the exercise. Is
I
what
don't-
he's fucking doing, Neal.
I don't know what exercises he's doing because none of that, like, that was just, let me show you my dick.
Oh man, dude, and there's a whole lane of these motherfuckers, man. And there's like I found like 4 or 5 other guys, but this guy was the wildest with it.
So what you're saying is Neal and Neal box briefs workouts.
I'm just saying, if we need to get our views up, we need to start planning workout videos, man.
Shit like that. We might just, hey, I'll be an influencer. So, but okay, is that what you and Sandy did on your honeymoon? Was look at dudes' dicks flop around? Because that was what I was trying to bring up, and then you started showing me jumbo
Actually,
cock
you know what?
flap.
I think we found it on our anniversary
Jesus.
trip. Is when we ran into this. I was like, "What the fuck are you?" Because she was literally scrolling through and just looking for workouts for like her client for the next weekend. And I remember I was just kind of looking over, and then I think she ran across his page, and she was scrolling through his videos. And I was like, "What the fuck are you looking at?" And she was like, "I don't know. I was looking for workout videos."
Oh, she knows
And
what
this
she's looking for.
guy-
Sandy said, "Hold on, jumbo penis workout." She knew exactly what she was googling.
Oh man,
You better
It was-
check that search history. Any color.
Oh, it was. Oh man, that
Big
was
Dick
that was a
Johnson.
crazy rabbit hole. I was like, "What in the shit?" And so then it's like, you know how they have, if you like this, like they have the suggested accounts off of his accounts. I
Oh,
was
you're
like,
gonna.
I'm like, click the next one.
Yeah.
Let's see where else
No.
this goes. I was like, this is wild.
That's all her Instagram's gonna be for like 2 weeks. It's nothing but.
just flopping dicks,
Flopping dicks.
all through her scroll.
Sandy, what the fuck are you looking at?
Oh man,
Because I did that. I had that happen on not with that, but on TikTok. There was one. If I say it, my phone's gonna hear me. It was one person who happens to be a really attractive blonde who fishes, and I clicked on one of her fucking videos, and she posts a lot, and it was like, you interacted with such and such. Here's another video of her, and every time it pops up, it's this hot blonde in a bikini, and I'm like, you were gonna get me in trouble, Google. Stop listening.
yes. Yes, like, because every time I was like, oh, I'll click on once, and then now that's all that will show up. The moment you click on one, like, you know, the weird fucking rabbit holes I go through.
Yeah.
And so as I'm going through, Sandy would be like, what the fuck are you looking at on here? I was like, I mean, it's not all the time. Like, I was looking at this, and then it spun into this, and then I turned down this hallway, and then next thing you know.
Well, you did the one that you sent me the other day. I don't know if it's in your the 2 squirrels was. You sent me a animated video as a CG of like 2 squirrels laying in bed. One of them gets the bubble gut, farts into a balloon.
Yep.
Then he
Inhales.
the fart gas and then burps in his wife's girlfriend's face, and she passes out and dies on the floor.
Yeah. Yeah. That sounds like
I think
yeah.
I opened that at like midnight and just went, God damn, I'm going to bed, dude.
Dude, you should be scared of this shit that I don't send you, because there's some things that are like, this is gonna be too much for Neal.
Well, and then we went, no, never. But we went out last night at our friend's little birthday party, and then I get home, and within like 2 minutes, you've got new videos you're sending me about. What did you sent me one last night that was
I don't know, man. I sent you a lot of shit.
yeah, you sent me one late last night. I was like, what?
Was it the
Oh, it
Kabuki
was
one?
no, that was earlier today. You sent me oh, was it the Shannon Sharp and Marshawn Lynch interview?
Oh no, it was Shannon Sharp and somebody. It was another receiver.
Oh, it was Chad Johnson.
That's
Chad
what
Johnson.
it was.
Yeah. It was Ocho.
Yeah.
And
I love that fucking video. Because to be honest, if I had money like Shannon Sharp did at the time, and I'm just balling and having just women throw themselves at me like that, and I'm single, I would have said the exact same shit he did. Like so go set it up.
Well,
Neal.
no, okay, so you want? Oh, I get to say it. Thanks.
Yeah.
Sorry. No. But first, I think Chad Johnson has always been fiscally responsible. Like, I think he's always been like,
Yeah.
He
He didn't blow his money on dumb
No.
shit. Everybody thought just because he played with the grill in that he was just some
he said it's
dumbass
fake.
that would
He
blow.
said everything was fake. Everything was fake. None of it was real.
But that's what I'm saying.
All the jewelry was fake. He took dates to McDonald's. First dates.
He
was
fucking
always
loved
taking to
McDonald's.
Yeah. Well, he wanted to see what kind of person they were, and I think Shannon
Absolutely.
Sharp was the same way too. But all right, Shannon Sharp said it was like if depending on he's okay.
Okay, you want
He's
me to
pretty
go?
much saying depending
I got
on how
you.
much you buy.
No. Here's what it was. So he took this girl out for a date. They're at a restaurant or whatever, and she's over there looking at the menu, and he's like, "Hey, well, what are you thinking about getting?" And she's like, "Well, I'm trying to figure out what goes good with lobster."
Oh, and he said it better be a box of condoms.
Yes. I fucking love it. I was like, it better be because if you get lobster, we fucking tonight. And she was like, I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, no, well, and that's what I'm saying. I think the message said like, depending on how expensive this date's gonna be, there better be like a box.
I mean, just like because and I get it, because like that's why I couldn't be single nowadays. Because like, especially if he was like one of the best tight ends in the league at the time. And so he was one of the highest paid tight ends, one of the best tight ends. And so she's
Super
on this
Bowl
date,
winning,
and
yeah.
this girl's like, "Oh, he's got money. He's in the NFL. I'm about to spend whatever the fuck I want." And he got it. He was like, "Bitch, no." He's like, "You're not just gonna just ball out on my dime, just for no reason." So it's like, if you do, I'm getting something out of this, not just you.
I
And
think
so
he's saying
he was
like
just
if your expectations of that, you just gonna get to be able to order whatever you want, and it's our first date, then I better be expecting something in return.
Yes.
And it's like,
And hold on, the best part was he was like, "Better be a box condom because if you order a lobster, we fucking tonight." And he was like, "And guess what? She ain't ordered lobster."
Yeah, she did.
He was like, "That was
Yeah.
the last date we had." I was like,
Right.
"Fuck yes."
yeah, I mean, I think that's what he's saying is like,
I mean, and that's
If
I don't see the problem. Like, because I don't know if you saw that video about the chick who was going off and wouldn't get out of the car because this dude on their first date tried to take her to Cheesecake Factory. And she was like, "Fuck that! Like, you're trying to take me to fucking Cheesecake Factory? What kind of bum ass shit is this?" Like,
and
like,
she wouldn't get out of his car.
she wouldn't even get out of his car. He pulled up to Cheesecake Factory. She wouldn't get out of the car. She was like, "Nah, not if you go to this. Not if this is the last. This not if we're going here." And I'm just like, "Yo."
I'd have been like,
I'm calling the cops. This
Yeah,
bitch
get-
won't
get
get
out
out of my car
because
now. You need to Uber back home because you ain't riding nowhere else with me.
no, I did see one, but before they even got to the restaurant, she got in the car, and she said, "Well, I just want to let you know, I expect my man to pay my rent. My rent's $1,800 a month." And he goes, We ain't even been on a date yet. Why you telling me this shit?" He's like, "Matter of fact, why don't you get the fuck out of my car?"
Thanks for ending this now.
Yeah.
Because fuck you.
Yeah, I'd have been like, "Nah, you out now.
So
I'll take you home."
I
maybe.
always wonder those
Drop you
same women. Because I need to I really want to meet somebody who truly believes this. Because I want to know these same women who expect guys to do this for them. Do you also expect to be treated equally? Because if you're basically at the jump saying, I am going to depend on you to take care of my life, but also I want to be equal at everything is insane to me.
I mean,
It's like, I get it. It's like, hey, we'll each pay our own shit or whatever. Da da da. I'll take care of this. You take care of that. Boom. Okay, I understand. We're both taking our own care of the switch. More than okay. Like, we deserve to be equal. Or if like you have an agreement, hey, I'll pay all the bills. You take care of the house. Boom. We all have our own roles. But for somebody to just be like, nah, you gonna pay for all of my shit. I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want, and this is how our relationship's gonna be. Like the amount of video. I really hope this isn't a lot of women, because like and
yeah, I mean, I think it is. Okay, it's
because
it's not a lot.
It's so insane to
but
thought to me.
But it's more. So what I've like saw from just kind of looking at it.
But do you also expect equal treatment? Because if I'm funding your entire life, then I'll tell you what the fuck I will and won't pay for. Oh, you're gonna get this? Well, then I decide. All of you have no say. If I'm funding all of this, like, fuck you, you have no say in any of this.
No,
does that make sense?
No, I get what you're saying, but I think that's what I'm saying is that there's more, at least from what I saw, that there's starting to become more single men because they're just not finding what they want. What single men are looking for, they're not finding, and what single women are looking for, they're not finding because it's like less than 1%.
Oh, that's that 6 foot 100K. Dude.
It was something
I still don't understand how this started though. This like I need some dude that I'm just dating. If you're married, okay, I get okay, I want the guy to take care of the house, pay the bills, da 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 da. I'll be a stay-at-home wife or whatever. I understand that. But for you to be like dating somebody and expect them to pay your bills and take you out and pay for all this, I was like, you're not. He has no responsibility to you. Like
he just met. Like this was just a meet. Like they just met, and this was what.
Like, how did this even start? Like, where did this come from? I get if you're on like sugarbaby.com or something like that, and you're looking to be some sort of sugar daddy. I get it, okay, but like, I guarantee you, 95% of men ain't trying to be a fucking sugar daddy.
No, and that's what I'm saying is that. Just, I'm not saying this is my opinion, but from what it looks like, it is that men are just not, they're looking for a certain thing and they're not finding it. Mm-hmm. So they're just choosing to remain single when they can just go out and pick up chicks at bars and clubs. And I'm saying there's more men in their 20s that are rather doing that than trying to find a woman to settle down and get married because I've seen it a lot more of the expectations are like, well, you need to pay for everything. There's no such thing as 50-50. Just because I say so, I expect this and I expect to have that. And I'm like, well, what are you giving to him?
That's what I'm saying.
Because they
like just your presence or sex for me. And I mean, I can get that can be enough for a little while, but there's no way that just your presence being around him and having good sex or great sex or whatever, that can only last for so long.
I mean, I know, man. I
mean, like to just be like, well, him just being around me is worth, you don't think I'm worth doing all this? I was like, I mean, after a while, nah. Most men will be fine with that for a while, but then that shit gets old.
But I think that's the thing is I think that for not me, not us, we're talking younger men because we're a different generation.
We're not putting up with that shit.
Well, no, our people like I think our generation was just different. It was y'all worked up together to get to now it's the expectation on one side is, well, you should.
Why are you not there where I need you to be already?
Right. And then, where was I going to see? We got so, damn it.
Oh, shit. Sorry. Interrupted.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say that the 6 foot, 6 figure, 6-pack is like less than 1% of available men. Mm-hmm. So then by that logic, it's like, well, those men have the pick of the litter, so
like how you stand out against everybody else looking for this,
right?
And like, what makes him why would he want to settle down with you whenever there are like so many other women just like you that aren't like anywhere near where he is that are looking for that? Why would he not
Right.
just pick somebody?
When there are women out there who are established in their career who don't need a man to pay for them, who are but they're also bringing a lot of great things to the table too. That's what those men are going after. They're not going after the you work. Did you say CBS or CVS?
Hold on. I think I know what this
CBS?
is. I think I know what this is because during
Aliens.
No. So when we were young, basically a lot of women. I should preface this with like, yeah, a lot of women at the time were basically they wanted like thugs. Basically, if you weren't a thug or thug adjacent,
We did grow up of a generation of like the bad boy image
like,
was
that is what most women like. They
Yeah.
wanted like if you were either like if there's a possibility that you might go to prison or like all the people close
Yeah.
to you might go to prison, like you were getting no play whatsoever. And it shifted from that to wanting some, and like those guys were far and few between. And then if you were dating that kind of guy, not the best kind of relationship to be in. And now it shifted to the shitty stereotype of women wanting some guy close in age to them in their mid-20s already making $100,000 and then and being
that's
6 foot and all this. And I'm just like, who the fuck are you? You're trying to date cool engineers with 10,000 Instagram followers. And I'm just like, what the fuck are you talking about?
That's the thing I don't get is most of that I've seen, like when
It's
I was
all
on
women in
dating
their
apps,
20s saying this shit.
they were 26 and under. One of their first questions about me was how much money I made, and I went done. I immediately didn't even answer them. I went on.
Yeah.
But I didn't get that from women in their 30s.
No.
But it's like I never knew anybody at our age at 25, 26 that was even making $75,000 a year, let alone $100,000 a year.
The closest I ever saw, I think, would be guys coming out of the accounting program. They had passed a few parts of their CPA exam. They would go to work for one of the big four, and they would come out making somewhere between 60 to 65.
Yeah.
But then that was the most. And then like all the engineer guys, and then anybody who I knew was going to law school or not either law school or medical school, they're not done till they're in their like mid-20s
And
anyway.
even then, you're not.
And then you got to go through residency where you're making dog shit. So
Right,
it's like,
right. So listen, all we're saying is,
I honestly think none of them have any concept of how the real world actually works. Because when you're that young, you're kind of delusional about. I'm assuming they're delusional about how much jobs actually pay. Because maybe they're fresh out of college, maybe been in the workforce all of 2 or 3 years, and they're just like, oh, if you're working, you need to be a guy at some like how are you not all of a sudden already at some level making you know
what I did see? I don't remember whose podcast it was, but they were asking these two. They looked like they were 25, 26.
Mm-hmm.
They asked them, "What do you think the average salary of a man is in America?" Oh, I think age 18 to 40 or something like that. Average male salary in America. What would you probably think it was?
Somewhere between 37 to 45 grand. Somewhere in that range.
I think it was a little bit more than that.
Okay.
But guess how much one of the girls thought it was?
No clue.
$200,000. She thought the average male salary in America was $200,000. I was like, okay.
Oh, you know what? It's got to be all these women. You clearly have no idea how money works.
No, I think it has a lot to do with that.
No.
Like you said, they don't know how much certain jobs pay. You think. I see what you're saying. Like, you graduate from college, that automatically means that you should be making well over 100. So why else would you go to college? It's like, it doesn't work that way. You go to college, you finish, and most professions require you to put in years in getting not only having the degree, but then you have to have the actual experience to back it up. And then you have to work your way up from a bottom level entry person up to management. And then you have to keep going from there, which takes, I don't know, 10 years,
You know what?
maybe. And if you're lucky.
That's what I'm saying. But I don't understand how you could think like, look at. Clearly, you can't be. These women can't also be around guys that are their age, thinking most guys around their age are making this much. Because if you're 26, 27, and you're expecting most guys to make between like 100 to 150
No. There's
grand,
been a shift of that's why you see, I think, like.
or they're thinking
but-
all these guys who are on Instagram,
Yeah.
TikTok, showing all this money. Oh, that must be every guy, because that makes no.
No.
Sense.
I'm saying that they're seeing it because I got a lot of 25, 26-year-olds when I was single on like those apps. I can't say anymore because it hears me and it plays it on the TV, and I don't want them popping up anymore. But anyway, those two that I was on with the bees and shit, I got 25, 26-year-olds all the time. And I'm just like, either they would do one of two things. They would go, hey, and I'd go, hi, how are you? And then I wouldn't get a reply back. They would do that so that they could keep them in their like conversation history.
Okay.
And then I would get some of them that I would be like, either their profile said you need to make X amount of dollars to be with me, or that was one of the first questions that I got.
Huh. I think there's going to be a very, very lonely generation after us.
I think so too. I think like the people who are, we'll say 20 years younger than us, unless something starts drastically changing, I think we're looking at like either a lot of single moms because they're just getting knocked up by whatever.
Or you could see like I will say, you know what? I take that back. Because here's what I do know. When you get about maybe close to your mid 30s is whenever you kind of, you should anyway, smarten up and not make a lot of certain mistakes. And you should have very different, like in your mid 30s, at 34, you should have very different mindset or beliefs than at what you did at 26, 27.
Oh yeah, if
And
I would
so-
tell young people anything advice wise is like, honestly, don't get married till you're like closer to 30.
Oh, dude,
You
I
really-
realized this
yeah.
at like 23. And I
Yeah.
remember telling my girlfriend at the time, I was like 22, maybe 23. And I remember telling my girlfriend at the time, she was like, or somebody was asking me and she was with me. And they were like, when do you plan on getting married? I was like, oh, I'm not getting married till I'm at least 30.
Right.
And my girlfriend at the time was standing right next to me, and we're like 23. She's like, I'm 23. She's like maybe 20, 21. And she looked at me like, what the fuck? I was like, yeah. I looked at her dead in the face. I was like, I will not be ready to get married until I'm close, probably around
No.
30. And she was like,
yeah.
what the fuck? And we had been dating for 3 years at this point.
I mean, dude.
So, no. So I was 23. She was probably maybe 20. Yeah, she was like 21. And so she was like, what the fuck? I was like, yeah. So you've got another 7 years left in this. So strap in if you want to be with me. Needless to say, that shit didn't work out in the end.
No, didn't work out too well there. Because I mean, but at the same time though, it's you just don't know what the fuck you're doing in your 20s. You don't really you think you do, but it's like you're just getting out of school.
No.
I've been so far removed from school now that it's like, don't even think about it. You're like, no, I finished school. I know what the fuck I'm doing now. You have no idea how the real world works.
Absolutely.
And that's the problem, is they don't teach how the real world works in school.
Yeah. They always teach like best case. A lot of stuff you end up looking at is like best case scenario. How would you do?
Right.
And it's like they don't teach like this is super gray area. Like or this happens. Like what the fuck are you gonna do? Because you can't do this without this bad thing happen. Or it's like how do you choose between the least shitty outcome?
Right.
Kind of deal. But
Yeah.
I think what will end up happening though is you're gonna see the average marriage age in people start to go way up over the next like
Probably.
10, 15
Yeah,
years.
I think so. You're
'Cause I
gonna
think most
see-
people are getting married now around like 26 to 29
know.
maybe.
Maybe.
And I think you're gonna start seeing more with the way we're seeing like shit go with the people in their 20s, like, and how people are talking and acting now, you're gonna see people the average age start to shift into like 30, 33,
Yeah,
or somewhere around there.
We'll see. Well,
So.
you heard it here first. Neil thinks women are delusional, and
I mean, when guys are too. Like I said,
oh
the
no,
last
they
one.
are too. Yeah,
So
yeah.
Here's oh my god, it just turned into like bashing women's choices for like the last 15 minutes.
No, it's what I'm seeing in the generation of like the younger kids. But then the
But I will
guys are
say,
like
guys,
that too.
you
They
got to
think
stop looking for fucking Instagram models constantly.
Yeah,
you're
can't-
looking for porn star Instagram models that won't bother you about shit.
Yeah, it's like,
It's
man,
like,
I
bro.
want a chick that looks like this. You can't even find a chick that looks like this. I've never even seen a person that looks like this in
Not
real
without
life.
surgeries.
Well, no, I'm saying like I've never come across somebody that's like, oh yeah, they were so fucking gorgeous that I had to stop and look at them. Like that's what the filters and all the stuff does on Instagram. It's like, buddy, you're a good 350. I don't,
Oh,
I don't think the Home Depot pays what they're looking for.
they're looking for model sex robots, man. They're looking.
It's like, but there's so many of them on here. No, there's not. There's not. It's what you look at all day. But there's a lot of people. About 7 billion. Yeah. So there's quite a bit.
Oh yeah.
But
Bad
right.
choices all around.
Yeah.
Yeah, all you young people, just know you suck.
Yeah. Get off my fucking lawn. Okay.
Oh my.
So we've got what is this? We're doing Neal's videos picks of the week.
Yeah, we can. Yeah,
All
you
right.
want to jump into that?
Yeah. So what do you? How many?
Don't forget next week. I gotta talk to you about. We kind of talked about the anniversary trip, but not really.
Oh, right,
But we'll
right,
get
right.
into it next week. It's not a
Yeah.
big deal. All right.
We
so,
had to hear about you bashing women for.
absolutely, man.
Okay, hold on. So we've got for this. Oh wait, that's not how that setup
Oh
goes.
shit. Oh hell, Neal.
Okay, so
We got 6 videos from you to choose from. We have amazing
Hidden-
fake out.
hidden weapons.
Yep, hidden weapons. What's in there?
Weapons.
How does that smell? Lovely gift idea, and not the answer he wanted.
All right. So I know lovely gift ideas been on there for a while.
Okay.
Let's see. We'll pick two this week. You think?
Depends on how long we go. Let's go 3. We can go 3.
Okay. So let's do the lovely gift idea because I keep thinking about that one.
Okay. Let's see. Boom, boom. All right. So here's what we're gonna do. Let me bring this over.
We have a flood warning in effect.
Oh
Okay.
shit. So here we go. Lovely gift idea.
Making rats into pencil cases, and because I put the pencil sharpener up its arse, I tend to use the ball sack to cup the sharpener in,
Okay.
which means I get leftover ball sack. Now I used to keep all that in a little plastic bag,
Yes.
but and then hope and pray I'd come up with an idea,
Yeah.
and eventually I did.
Kid,
So that
you gotta
means
keep
now
the
I make
balls sitting
these as
around.
well. I've been making them for a while. This isn't the first, don't get me wrong.
I'll lock it,
It's
Neal.
not a new one of my ideas, but I've not been able to make one for a while.
Look
It's
at
a little
this.
rat
It's beautiful.
scrotum pendant, mate. Little locket with a bit of rat sack in there. Sorry, I've
Yes.
stammered then. I don't normally stammer.
Rat
not a
sack
good advert for
locket,
my podcast,
Neal.
is it? If I'm tripping up over my words. But this is these are rat's ball sack, mate. I don't know why I'm struggling to say this so much.
Because it's a rat's fucking ball sack in a pendant. That's why you're having a problem fucking saying it. Is it doesn't sound right. It doesn't sound like something you should be saying. Hey, what's in that pendant? Is that a rat ball sack?
Yeah,
Because
man.
that even I had a hard time saying rat ball sack.
Yeah, rat ball sack, man.
Rat back.
I mean, what are you gonna do
Rat
with
ball
them?
sack pendant.
I mean, you've already turned the rat into a pencil sharpener. So what are you supposed to do with the
I
remaining
did
ball
not.
sacks?
I
Neal?
did not.
What is this man supposed to do? He can't just throw out perfectly good ball sacks. So only logical thing to do, you open it up and look, it's spread out like a little portrait.
I didn't.
It's got
I trust me. I saw the flat ball sack in.
he flattens it out, he puts it in there. I mean, how is that not a good gift idea? Oh, we can get multiple you can start giving them out as little Christmas gifts. I guarantee you, if you give somebody that as a gift, they will always
Oh, they're gonna
they will
remember that,
forever
yeah.
remember that gift.
He has a Patreon too.
Yes. Oh my God. Yes.
Patreon subscribers get told about new pencils first.
Ooh.
So, like, what does he do? Other animals outside of rats?
No, so he has pencils, but the rats are the pencil sharpeners. Maybe they're rat themed pencils, Neal.
pencil cases.
Oh,
Pencil cases.
Oh.
Okay. So he makes probably pencil cases out of rats.
Oh, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, my only thing is like, where are these rats coming from? Are these free range rats? Are we raising? Are these homegrown rats? Is he raising the rats to make his pencil cases? And then also, what does he do with the rat meat? Because clearly he's skinning and deboning and taking these things out. Neal.
He's using every damn part of the rat. You know he's ate it.
Would you have dinner at this man's house?
No,
if he cooked
absolutely
dinner,
not.
Would you?
Nope. No. No, man.
You show up and he's like, "We got fajitas."
I'm looking for fucking tiny rat ball sacks in every piece of, and it doesn't. What's the?
Hold on, so would you actually? Let me ask you this, because there are certain countries where they do eat rats. Neal, would you eat like barbecued or like a grilled rat?
Maybe. I mean, I'd try it. It depends on how it was cooked, but like,
let's say barbecued rat.
Like smoked rat?
No, like it's grilled. They put some barbecue sauce on it.
Yeah, I'll try that.
Okay.
Yeah, but this shit.
What if, let's say, pho. They take some rat meat, cut it up into nice chunks, cook it, let it flavor your pho.
Maybe, because it wouldn't probably. I'd try it.
Okay.
But that's about it.
Okay.
Now this motherfucker though, I don't know what he's doing, playing with rats' ball sacks and shit. But he sounds
British or Irish or something.
Yeah,
he's somewhere in the UK
for sure. I ain't trusting his food.
You're not touching his.
You've showed me too many videos of like dudes putting bags in hotel rooms where they boil shit and then grill it on the fucking.
Yes. Oh, this dude is a menace to hotels everywhere. This guy has a whole like Instagram page dedicated.
Dude, he threw some kind of meat.
He made pork
on a
rinds.
heater. I saw that. That was disgusting. Everything he did was disgusting.
Yeah. He's frying chicken in his hotel room, making it in the fucking sink. It's just like,
and he's fat, slobby, nasty.
I guarantee you he smells like sour milk.
Oh, you know he does. Okay, all right. So the lovely gift idea. How does if smell?
How does it smell?
Man, you are not smelling this. You put hidden weapons.
Oh, yeah. I was typing these really quick.
How does if... okay.
Whatever. I did not spell check any of these, as you can tell.
Let's go. I want to see not the answer he wanted.
Okay. All right. So what do you... Actually, I forgot to ask. What do you think this one's about, Neal? Just take your wildest guess.
Oh, right.
No worries.
Not the answer he wanted?
Yeah.
Knowing you...
What do you mean knowing me, Neal? Why do you say it like that? What's that supposed to mean?
It's probably going to have to do with some lady boy in Taiwan or not Taiwan, but like Thailand, and he's asking for, because you've sent me stuff like, no, I'm not, I'm lady boy. And
the guy. Oh yeah, the lady boy that was trying to fuck the dude in Thailand. He was like, yeah, come back with me. I fuck you. And he's like, wait, we have sex. He's like, no, I fuck you. I have penis. And he's like, what?
No, I'm talking about the one where he's like, no, come on. And she's like, no, I'm lady boy. And he goes, what? No, you're not.
Yeah.
No, you're not. And he's like, yeah, I'm.
Yes.
Yeah.
They were like,
boy.
yeah, they was like, yes, I have penis. And he's like, oh, it's all right.
I'm gonna butter your bread. I was like, what? Okay.
All right. So what do you think? So you think it's just some sort of?
I think it's gonna be like he's not gonna get the answer that he wants out of a lady of the streets.
Okay, lady
but
of the streets.
maybe not.
Okay.
All right. Let's see.
Last week I need my result.
This is ghetto.
Stop touching me, man.
Oh my God, this is ghetto.
I need my results now.
Bro, chill, bro.
What?
Oh shit. He ain't got a shirt on. He just got a jacket on.
I love the fact he's like, I ain't got it. I ain't got herpes. I ain't got herpes. I mean, here's the thing. You're going to demand your results in public. They're going to give it to you in public. And I guarantee you, not looking for that answer.
I'm curious though if she still would have gotten in trouble, even though he said give him to me now. I don't know.
So it's not a HIPAA violation. I don't think it was a HIPAA violation.
Know.
He was publicly saying, he was like, no, come back so we can give it to you. Come back here so we can get it. He's like, no, Give
I
it to
need
me
my
in front of
motherfucking
it."
result.
And she was like, "You want to know what you have?" In front of everybody. Like, "Do you want to know?" He was like,
Yes.
"Yes."
Give him.
All right. Herpes. Fuck.
What? Who the fuck has the audacity to walk around no shirt on and just a denim jacket on to begin with in public? And before you go, well, what's wrong with that? You know damn good well if I walked around with that in public, I would get so many looks of like, what the
I mean,
fuck?
depends on where you're walking. You head
don't
down. You
matter.
head down to Cedar Springs. You start getting towards Oakland. Actually, you know what, Neil? I take that back. I don't know if you have the body to pull it off.
I don't.
You're not chiseled enough, Neil.
And I'm
But
super
if we
right.
get you a nice mesh see-through,
Oh yes.
bam, you can pull that off.
That's gotta be that poor dude.
Let me ask you this though: which would be worse to be announced publicly? Like, what STD would be the worst to find out publicly that you have?
AIDS, HIV.
They got pills for that shit now. I'm just saying, like,
No,
if they got
yeah.
pills, you can be undetected. That's fine. I can get some medication. I'm good to go.
So what's worse than having AIDS or getting HIV?
I don't know. I mean, what if they announce, you know what you got? Scabies.
Is scabies permanent though?
I don't think
That's
so.
what I'm saying,
But you
like-
got to disinfect it, like all your shit, get rid of everything. Because I remember, when I was in college, I think either the year before or 2 years before I got there, one of the guys on the team ended up getting scabies. And I think they had to disinfect the entire fucking locker room to make sure that shit didn't get passed all around.
No, I would much rather get something that is curable than something that keeps coming
Okay, so
back.
you'd rather hear like syphilis or gonorrhea.
I mean, I've had gonorrhea like 4 or 5 times. It's not that big of a deal. It's
You
fine.
pee, your dick burn, you take a pill, it goes away. Huh?
Yeah, and if they want to, they give you a shot in the side of the leg.
There
It's
we go.
fine.
Okay.
It's yeah.
Okay. All right.
No, actually, what?
Okay, Neil.
Well, one time, I don't know, doctors, man, sometimes she was like, well, are you sure you haven't been sleeping around with him? I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure. I remember where my dick fell into. And she goes, well, you're exhibiting a lot of symptoms of gonorrhea. And I'm like, if I have gonorrhea, somebody's getting murdered. Because I know who gave it to me, because at the time. And then she was like, well, it could also be an infection. And I was like,
Why would you lead with gonorrhea?
she says, because it doesn't matter, the medication cures both. I went, well, why don't you just say that you thought I had it was some kind of, it wasn't a bladder. It's
like a bladder infection or some shit?
Something like
Urinary-
that.
Yeah, UTI or something?
Yeah, I was like, bitch, just give me the shot. Let me go home. So I stopped peeing like this, okay?
I can't
But
have lava keep coming out of here. It's terrible.
It was more like you'd pee and then you go, oh, what was that? Like, oh, it hurts. Why is that? You know, it was just a little sting every now and then.
Okay.
But I don't know. It could have been. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, just to hit it with the shampoo, it's fine. Everything wears off.
Oh my goodness.
All right, so
Okay, what about
got-
crabs? If they announce, let me ask you this: you know what you got? You got crabs. That's got to be super embarrassing, because if you got crabs,
That's
that
the
immediately
least.
tells everybody that you are a dirty motherfucker. And like,
Yeah.
and with like gonorrhea, syphilis, whatever, it's it's an STD, but like you're just fucking random people, and then they
I'm
can give
just-
it to you.
but-
It doesn't necessarily mean you're dirty. Crabs kind of implies you're dirty.
well, I'm just gonna go. I wouldn't need to go to the doctor though for crabs.
Some
I know
people
I
just
got.
don't know. They're just like, my shit's itching. What the fuck is happening?
Trim it up, manscape it.
I don't.
4.0
No, I can't have
lawnmower.
my shit looking like a baby. I can't look like I'm 10 years old. Fuck that.
You can have a baby. Oh wait, you can have a shaved dick, or you can have crabs. I'm taking shaved dick. All right, okay. So we got. All right,
All right, next thing we got amazing fake out, hidden weapons, what's in there, and how does it smell?
What does if smell for?
Okay, how does it smell?
How does
Damn it.
if smell?
How does it smell?
Oh my God! Wait, is that? Wait,
Just admiring it. So for those listening, it looks like a nice size shit, and this dude is like nose kissing it. Like, and it looks like one solid log too.
It looks like the fake rolled up one, but you can definitely tell that that's just somebody who made it.
He's
But
just
this dude is like
all up in it. And look at it. Do you see like the slight sense of satisfaction as he stares at it? He's like,
It's like
That-
he does it. He
that's
goes,
good. That's a good one. Yeah. Like he just
That
took
is
a
a
big
clean-
whiff of roses.
this is one of those. The shit was so clean you didn't even need toilet paper.
Oh,
Your
it just
asshole was
fell
so
right out.
Just fell out. Just graciously.
Oh, yeah.
No speck splash. Just he goes.
But-
I have to admire this one,
This I love right here. Because look at this.
dude. He is
Look at
nose
this.
to nose with
Yes!
that. Yeah.
He's nose to nose. Do you think when he walked out, he had just like a little dot? Just like right there
I
on
don't
his
give
nose?
a fuck if he did or did not. I do not want to be near this man at all because anybody that's gonna get face to face to shit like that, there is no telling what else they may do. And I'm just gonna immediately kick him in the chest as soon as he gets close to me because I'm like, "Get your shit smelling ass
Oh,
the fuck
man.
away from me."
Maybe he was trying to figure out what kind of animal it came from.
I thought
Like maybe it came from like he was
that's
trying to figure
human
out the dog.
feces wherever.
You think that's a dog? That's a human shit?
That looks like a human. I mean, that don't look like dog shit to me.
Okay.
I don't know.
I mean,
Where
it's
are
a-
we at? Do we know where we're at?
Well, hold on. Let's find. Let's see.
What
Let's see.
your
I'm trying to see because that looked like a stop sign up there.
Oh wait on
He rolls up. He walks away.
that. Yeah.
No, this isn't America. I can tell you that. I don't think this is the U.S.
Well-
see, because I see the scooter. I saw at the end. This is somewhere outside of the U.S. So,
I'm glad I picked that one. So, okay. Well, how does if smell? I just wanted that one because I couldn't make out. But I didn't guess this one. I would have never guessed that. I would have been like,
all right, we'll go one more.
Oh, okay.
You'll guess. You can guess this one.
all right.
So, amazing fake out, hidden weapons, and what's in there?
Hidden weapons for 1,000.
Okay. What do you think I have found with this?
That's
video?
they either got to be coming out of bras, underwear, holes, maybe. That's what I'm thinking.
Okay, you think somebody is hiding weapons and they're just pulling them out of crazy
They're
places.
just pulling them out of their like undergarments, holes in yeah.
Step right around.
Seriously?
Step right around. You don't have anything on you that will poke me, stick me, or stab me, do you?
Maybe a penis.
Maybe a penis.
Okay. I would prefer not to get poked, sticked, or stabbed by that.
I love dude's face. So this woman's getting pulled over.
Transgender
Yeah,
lady.
this trans lady is getting
of
pulled
the-
over. And the
Yeah.
cop is telling her to step up to the car, and I love he's being as professional as he can. But his face when she said that, he's just like
Well, because
he was trying so hard. not to
Because I
be
mean,
like-
her ass was really nice.
Right around.
and then I
Step
didn't
right around.
see that until she turned around. That there was also a penis.
Oh, okay, Neil. I see what your
yeah,
eyes
and then
went.
play.
Actually, hold on. Look where that light is. Right on her ass.
Right, that light is.
She
oh,
walked
how you
around.
doing?
He immediately goes right to her ass.
But then when you hit play,
It's like, dude, come on.
then
You don't have anything on you that
Yep.
will poke me, stick me, or stab me, do you?
Maybe a penis.
Hold on. Did you see how long he's holding the flashlight there?
it was there.
Hold
for a
on.
long
Step right
time.
around.
Wait a second. Watch this.
Step right around.
Because the moment she turns around, he's immediately back
You don't
down to
have
her
anything
ass.
on you
Boom,
that will
watch this.
poke me, stick me,
Back
or
on her
stab me, do you?
ass.
Yep,
Right back to her
there.
ass. And she was looking hard when she said that.
I mean, what does she have on to put anything anywhere? I guess outside
bra,
of the
maybe?
penis. Okay.
I mean,
well,
you could always boof it.
no, we're not boofing. Well, next time we do drag, we'll give it.
Oh, I just love Dude's face. He is just flashlight eyes right on her ass, and she turns around and goes, a penis, and he goes, well,
I don't want to get I don't want to get poker stuck by that.
Oh man.
Oh shit. All right. Well, thank you, folks. Appreciate you joining in. Please hit the like and subscribe button, and we will see you. I don't know soon.
Yep.
All right. Bye.
Dude.